The Ashanti Empire, located in present-day Ghana, was one of the most powerful and influential states in West Africa. It was founded in the late 17th century by Osei Tutu and his spiritual advisor, Okomfo Anokye. The empire grew out of a confederation of Akan-speaking tribes in the region and became a formidable force, both militarily and economically. Central to the Ashanti Empire's identity and unity was the Golden Stool, known as the Sika Dwa Kofi. Osei Tutu, after consolidating his power and unifying the Ashanti clans, established the Golden Stool as the symbol of the Ashanti nation. According to legend, Okomfo Anokye, a high priest and advisor to Osei Tutu, conjured the stool from the heavens, and it descended gently onto Osei Tutu's lap. This event signified the divine right of the Ashanti king to rule and the unification of the various Ashanti clans under a single leadership. The Golden Stool was not just a physical object, but a sacred emblem of the Ashanti people's soul and identity. It represented the collective spirit, health, and unity of the Ashanti nation. The stool was believed to house the spirit of the Ashanti people, including the living, the dead, and the yet unborn. The Golden Stool was so revered that it was never allowed to touch the ground. Instead, it was carried in procession and placed on its own throne during official functions. The Ashanti king, known as the Asantewaa, swore his allegiance to the stool during his coronation, highlighting its paramount importance over any individual ruler. Throughout the 18th and 19th centuries, the Ashanti Empire expanded its territories through military conquests and strategic alliances. The empire was rich in resources, particularly gold, which played a significant role in its wealth and influence. The Ashanti engaged in trade with European powers, exchanging gold and slaves for firearms and other goods. However, the increasing presence and ambitions of European colonial powers, particularly the British, led to a series of conflicts known as the Anglo-Ashanti Wars. These wars, fought intermittently from 1824 to 1901, were marked by fierce battles and significant loss of life on both sides. The British sought to assert their dominance over the region, driven by their desire to control the lucrative trade routes and resources. One of the most significant and symbolic events during these conflicts was the War of the Golden Stool in 1900. The conflict was triggered by the British governor, Sir Frederick Hodgson, who demanded to sit on the Golden Stool as a sign of British authority over the Ashanti. This demand was seen as an outrageous insult and sacrilege by the Ashanti, as the stool was a sacred symbol that no one, not even the Asantewaa, would dare to sit upon. The Ashanti, led by Yaa Asantewaa, the Queen Mother of Ejisu, rose in rebellion to protect their sacred stool and their sovereignty. Yaa Asantewaa became a symbol of resistance, rallying her people with fierce determination and bravery. The Ashanti forces, although ultimately outmatched by the better-armed British troops, fought valiantly to defend their heritage and autonomy. The War of the Golden Stool marked a turning point in the Ashanti-British relations. Although the British eventually subdued the Ashanti and exiled many of their leaders, including Yaa Asantewaa, they failed to capture the Golden Stool. The stool remained hidden and safeguarded by the Ashanti, preserving its sacred status and the spirit of the Ashanti nation. Following the war, the Ashanti Empire became a British protectorate, and its territories were gradually incorporated into the Gold Coast colony. Despite their political subjugation, the Ashanti people maintained their cultural identity and reverence for the Golden Stool. The stool continued to symbolize the soul and unity of the Ashanti, transcending colonial rule and inspiring future generations. In 1935, the British formally restored the Asante Confederacy, allowing the Ashanti to retain a degree of self-governance under their traditional leadership. The Golden Stool remained the paramount symbol of Ashanti unity and authority, with the Asantewaa continuing to swear allegiance to it. Today, the Golden Stool remains an enduring symbol of the Ashanti people's heritage and identity. It is revered not only as a sacred object, but also as a testament to the resilience and strength of the Ashanti nation. The legacy of the Golden Stool and the Ashanti Empire continues to inspire pride and unity among the Ashanti people, reflecting their rich history and cultural heritage.
I've been standing at the edge for too long. Told myself I couldn't, but I knew they were wrong. There's a fire burning deep in my soul. I'm not just surviving, I'm aiming for gold. I'll break through the walls, I'll tear down the chains, push past the limits, no holding the reins. I got a vision and it's clear in my mind. There's no turning back, I'm leaving fear behind. I'm beyond the limits, no more staying low. Every step I take, watch how far I'll go. The sky's not the end, I'm reaching for more. I'm breaking through, I'm ready to soar. No stopping me now, I'm running the race. Beyond the limits, I'm finding my place.